Check. Hold on. We back. Hey. Check. I literally just got the update from the Supreme drop. I don't know if y'all see this, chat. The update from the Supreme drop right now. I don't know if y'all see this shit right here. I'm good off of all of this. I ain't gonna cap. I'm good off of all of these. Like, I don't need none of these. What up, chat? How y'all feeling, man? We back. We here again. I was live a little bit earlier, but it took a little second. I don't know what was going on with the Wi-Fi in my area, but you know how this New York weather be, man. It be messing stuff up, man. It's raining today. But what's up, chat? What's good? How y'all feeling today? How's everything? How's the weather? How's the kids, if you got some? How's life, if you live in one? I'm about to go through these affirmations. So if you're new to my live, right? Every live, we do something that's really special to me that I use like all the time in my life. And it's genius affirmations. Like, we go through positive affirmations every live. So we just take a little bit, you know what I'm saying, go through the affirmation and talk about it. For this live, the affirmation that I chose is, I maintain my boundaries to maintain my peace. I maintain my boundaries to maintain my peace. Let me know down in the chat what that means to you. I maintain my boundaries to maintain my peace. That's deep. I ain't gonna lie. That one right there is deep. Like, that's kind of crazy. I maintain my boundaries to maintain my peace. Like, that's kind of crazy right there. I'm not gonna lie. We live on TikTok as well. Jules, I see you in the chat. What up? How you feeling? How's everything? Let me stay in cam, right? I gotta move my cam. How's everything? How are you? If you're still here, how are you? How art thou? I see you in TikTok. If y'all on TikTok right now, just keep double tapping y'all screen. I appreciate all of y'all. If you're on Twitch, announce yourself. Say what's up. Say what's good in the chat. Make sure you follow. Yeah, we lit. So the affirmation was, I maintain my boundaries to maintain my peace. That means a lot to me personally. I feel like I had an issue with like really keeping boundaries with people. I think there's something that I still deal with today, like in a small way. But you know, I think throughout life, I'm learning that boundaries are super important. And like, if you really want to maintain your structure, you really gotta keep that. I've been sick, but how are you? Like, what you mean sick though? Like, you got like the flu, or like just a little head cold? Cause you know, it's that type of year. It's that time of year, I should say. Excuse me. It's that time of year where, you know, it gets a little bit chilly. It gets a little cold. That's all I'm gonna say. Get a little cold. It's that time of the year, so I already know how it is. Like, mega sick? Dang. Like, how you feel like that right now? Like, you want to throw up on stream right now? Like, that's how you feeling? Like, that's how you feeling right now? Oh, well, to be honest, I hope, oh, you feel better. What day of sickness are you in? Because I feel like that's another thing, too. Like, being sick is one thing, but, like, you can be in the beginning stages of your recovery, I should say. But then if you're at the end, you know. If you're at the end, it's up and it's stuck. I'm glad you're feeling better though, real talk. That's fire. Yeah, chat. So today I was gonna we just watch some videos and stuff. If y'all got the positive affirmation, just let me know down in the chat like what that means to you, um, like what that really looks like for you as far as like maintaining your boundaries, keeping boundaries, and yeah, like like what does that really mean to you? I'm also interested in this Steve Austin video. I didn't know he came back. That's kind of cool. So yeah, we about to just watch this ASAP Rocky shit real quick. See what he talking about. See how that go. That ring is fire. Don't be dumb.
What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex. We're in Harlem at Jimmy Jazz with style icon, multi-platinum artist, and the creative director of Puma Motorsports. He's back, ASAP Rocky.
Let's do that again. Hey, yo, this thing on? Hey, yo, Complex, what's up? I'm Joe LaPuma, this ASAP Rocky. This is 10 years since we hung out and did some shopping and shit. Catch us, chop it up, and catch up for a little bit, man. You know, ASAP Harlem.
He's back. Let's go.
Ready? Let's do it.
That's it. That's it.
I have a song I need you to listen to. What song you talking about, Juice?
Rocky, almost 10 years.
What song you talking about you want me to listen to? Type it down in the chat. I'm gonna listen to it.
To the day when we shot our first one.
Time flies.
Crazy, welcome back.
Thanks for having me, man.
We are at the historic Jimmy Jazz in Harlem, now part of Snipes. There's a picture of you and the crew when you were young, up the stairs, so much history.
It said it might have been blocked.
Those days and coming in here, what were you grabbing back then?
Yeah, I remember like...
It said it might have been like blocked for our protection. I don't know what you typed in. You might have to DM me or text it to me.
When a track spike, only 2 years ago you were the underdogs. Now we see it all over the streets. About the parity of brands now in big box retailers like this.
I think it's just the evolution, man. Things evolve and revolve, you know, and things come back around. Some brands are new and they grow fast and rapidly, and some brands kind of have more of a slow growth.
Yeah.
But I think it's beautiful to have that much variety and options. You know, somebody like me, I'm not too particular.
We're shooting this in the dark. I feel like you are particular. You know?
This shit look good though.
You listen,
nah,
it's
good, dude.
10 years in.
Let's get it. Trust and Flacco, bro.
The speed count, I feel like you said, like, even like recently, 2 years ago, you were the underdogs. Now we see it all over the streets. What do you think about that popularity? And like, you wore it even a couple weeks ago in LA.
Absolutely. I love him. It's having its time right now. It's the moment for it, for sure.
Nah, this might be one of the best episodes
Some
I've seen.
people are like, oh, everything has to be pristine. But talk about the inspiration for these from Rutherford, Pennsylvania, when you were 8 or 9. And
wow. It's hilarious. So it's the juxtaposition of living in a place like, you know, New York City, a metropolitan area, and then going into a suburb like Hershey, Pennsylvania, right? I think the kids and the culture over there was slightly different, the way that they lived, the lifestyle. And when they would get shoes or sneakers, whatever it is, they would be embarrassed that it was like clean and fresh. They wanted to look like used and distressed. And I never could understand that concept, you know what I'm saying? Because for me, where I was from, you know, some nights you would go home and kind of toothbrushing.
Yo, Jada, what up, my boy? How you feeling, dog?
Or dirt on your sneaker, and I think shoe polish and shit like that.
Kiwi shoe polish. Absolutely. Absolutely.
On the white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh, you can take that. But like, you know.
Clean, yeah. Exactly. We got to talk about this new shoe.
Yeah.
The Mostro Discord.
Yeah, this is the Discord, man. All pun intended. It's kind of crazy. You got a little disc right here.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all can get the light on that. You know, it has a disc and a cord, and it spans. You don't even need laces to, you know, do the thing, the mesh. And it just kind of takes and borrows, we adopted the Mostro sole with some carbon fiber right here, you know, and also with the Mostro, you know, paying homage to the Mostro sole, the OG bottom.
Yeah.
I think it was dope and a dope twist and spin.
Absolutely. And we talked
Is
about
this
the
his
Speed
shoe?
Cat like 2 decades ago, how it was so popular. But this is like another one that's archival. The Mostro was a surfing shoe and a track spike fusion, and then you even added another element to it. Yeah.
Wow. That was
So-
dope. You did your research.
Well, you know, I have to.
Joe.
Come on, I have to. Did you ever see this photo from 2001? Madonna in them?
Nah, bro, this is crazy.
So she,
Yo, Jules, I don't think it's sent. I might have changed my number since I gave you my number. Hit my DM. I'll send you my new number.
he wore them for like a whole tour in 2001, and it just shows like she was forward, obviously. She's kind of like a fashion icon, but to see these popping again and so much history, what do you think about like seeing that?
Madonna been that bitch.
Right? We have like some March until September. There's like even some previews of samples, but before you came, I was like asking Puma, when are these dropping? These three, they wouldn't give me a release date, but talk about these crazy 3D versions.
Yeah, so this is a 3D version of the Monstro that we just showed. It's a 3D printed Monstro. And I thought it was fun. I think that what attracted me to this. This reminds me.
Yo, a lot of people been making shoes off of 3D prints. Like, it's been like crazy. It's making me want to kind of try something. Like, just off of just like making a shoe, like designing a shoe on the 3D print thing, but then like taking that shoe and then like actually being able to wear it. Like, imagine designing your own like Croc, or imagine designing your own like Yeezy or whatever, like something, like, you know what I'm saying? That would be hard. That would be fire. Yo, what up? If you live on Twitch, announce yourself in the chat. What's goody? Live on TikTok, keep double tapping your screen. Let's try to get to 500 likes. Let's try to get to something, like, you know what I'm saying? 52 not kicking it, but I appreciate it. But 52 not it. 52 not it. I ain't gonna lie. Let's get them numbers up.
You know, like artificial intelligence because it was 3D printed, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I thought that this was like kind of like being trendy in what felt like retro futuristic way you have, because it's still a monster.
Absolutely. Do you think it's tougher to pull off? How like, do you like the challenge, or this isn't a challenge for you?
Nah, man, because like I said, my taste, it changes. Like,
Okay.
there would be no Balenciaga dad shoe if it wasn't for the sake of people like Bulky shoes. There would be no Alexander McQueen,
Yes.
shoe. Those are prime examples.
I never cared for those.
One day on Monday, you might want to wear a bulky shoe. On a Tuesday, more sleek and slender,
Absolutely. I love that you bring up the Balenciagas, because you used to call them the Larry Davids. I think you were like, I like the Triple S. I call them the
Larry David.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to get up. We have some more samples.
Oh my God, y'all seeing this?
Talk about what you love about these and like the different design cues that you put into these.
So this is a sneak peek of, I love this. This is currently my favorite shoe. This is a sneak peek. This is what we call the Gabbia. This is the cage. It's Italian for cage, like Monstro is Italian for monster. You know what I'm saying? So this is the Gabbia right here. And basically we have,
Yo, what is Rocky showing us? Like, I was like, what shoes are these? This nigga is different.
a modular cage that could come off and you can kind of rock this and it look like a whole nother shoe. Then it got
I would never wear those.
right there, just like the Discord, but the sole is a bit different.
Are they
It
Pumas?
feels
I'm
like
definitely
more
never wearing
spunky and it feels more fun. Not more fun, but it feels good. Fuck it, they feel more fun. I said it.
Yep.
This, like, again, is another Monstro. Right now is 101 years of the Harlem Renaissance.
Yes.
And so, if you know anything about Harlem and Renaissance, you would know that the Cotton Club is infamous for Harlem and everything too. The most popular genre of music at the time was called so-called jungle music, aka jazz. You know what I mean? And so this was homage to what people consider jungle music, and everything is a safari kind of related theme to it if you pay close attention.
Yeah.
And the cage, it's like a caged animal in the zoo. So there you have it.
Okay. Okay, everything ties together.
Yeah, I just threw that in there.
Okay. Put it in the brief, and then some more inhales, obviously.
Some
coming
more
down the
inhales.
pipe.
We got these right here.
Yep.
These are
So I honestly forgot that Rocky has a deal with Puma. So that's probably why he's doing this, to be honest. But Niggas is not rocking Pumas, bro.
That's it, man. I mean, like I said, it has the cheetah on the back, you know, fur is textured and stuff like that, and yeah, it goes with our jungle music thing.
When you were first on the show, it was very new into like the show. We weren't even sure if we were going to do it consistently. Now we're over 300 episodes, and one thing that I love is that we have artists on the show, and whenever a Jeremy Scott Adidas comes up, a Sexy Red or Yachty, they're like, yeah, because Purple Swag is where I saw Rocky wear that.
Rocky took Jeremy.
Rocky and Jeremy Scott. It comes up all the time. What do you think about like that influence of young artists?
That shit is love.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's beautiful, man. You know, those are all my peers. Those are all my people. So it's beautiful, man. You know, I love that.
And it's funny because we were talking about it like your first Complex cover. You met Jeremy Scott.
Nuts.
Crazy. It was the Basquiat Warhol cover. I always tell the story when
That's
they
a good
bring it up.
cover. I remember that.
They met on the set of his first Complex cover. You've had a bunch, but just like talk about that time. It's when I met you and when you met Matthew.
That was crazy. That was, look, you taking me down memory lane right now, man. It was a beautiful time, especially for music, culture, New York City, ASAP. It was beautiful, and I was a real big fanatic of Jeremy Scott's designs, and he had a job with Adidas.
Yeah, they went through. Your comments went through. I seen it on Instagram. You said you want to play Skin by Full Circle Boys. Got you. I'm gonna play that for you, Jules. Like right after I watch this video. It's almost done.
I loved everything he did. I wanted to, meet the dude, and one time I just got a call to kind of do a reenactment of the Basquiat Warhol cover. Came through. Jeremy was chill as fuck.
Yeah.
I might have smoked a joint in his green room and shit.
Yeah.
And then I met you. You was young as hell.
Yeah.
Now I'm fucking with you.
Yeah. Well, I was still old. I was still, yeah, exactly. But yeah.
Nah, like it was fun. We all with this green back then.
Yes.
We was all new to it, but fresh and just full of just like, what's to come, not knowing, just oblivious. And I love that vulnerability, but like it was historical nonetheless.
Absolutely.
My first magazine cover.
Love that. That's like an honor for us as well.
Absolutely.
I used to have a manager mentor at Finish Line when I used to work there, and every like cool release or every shoe that he was into, he would buy like a size 11 and a size 9. I'm like, why are you buying two sizes? He was like, I gotta save for my son when they grow up, the 9, because you feel like everyone's gonna be a 9 at one point. Are you saving shoes?
That's a good idea, but I be so like nervous about saving certain shoes because it's like, you know how they deteriorate and then like they kind of like mess up. Like that be the thing that be like, I don't want to save these for my son and all like that. Like I'm fake good off that.
For RZA and Wyatt?
I am, but I'm selfish. I'm just don't give them what was in my size. So hopefully they fit that size. If they can fit it, they can have it. You know what I mean?
And what's it like to have like your designs on them?
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Shout out to Puma for making that for my youngest, man. It was crazy. It's dope. Everybody want to like see the stuff that they like for children. If they got children, if you're a parent, it's almost like, damn, I got all these brands, and I would love, my kids to dress the same way. So it's dope when you can make something for the younger. It's cute.
Absolutely. Obviously, your household is responsible for a lot of Puma success. Are you and your lady comparing notes when you're designing?
Nah, we in competition.
Okay, that's all right. That was the other thing I was wondering.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, I know.
That's my ace. Like every now and then, we totally don't even talk about what we're doing.
Okay.
But Puma is just separate. Like when we in the house, we barely try to talk about work. But every now and then, I might see some shit she doing, and if it's fire, I call up Puma and I'm tight about it. Like, what's up? We ain't do this for hours. What we do? Nah, it's dope shit,
And it's been very successful. Obviously, her back in the day and her being back now, and you guys just pumping out. So.
Yeah, like you said, Puma's having a good one, especially with Speed Cat.
Yeah.
It's a lovely time,
Absolutely. Well, we talked about everything. Now's the easy part. Browse the shelves, see what you're gonna take home.
Yo.
Yeah, man, we'll see.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Let's see what Rocky cop.
10 fucking years, we did it, man.
For real.
Yo, if he only cop Adidas, Pumas, I'm gonna be tight.
For real.
Good brand deals, bro.
What's up, bro? Nice to meet you.
Likewise, bro.
Pleasure.
Always.
What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Thanks for helping us out.
Always.
Yo, so look, I got my eye on about like 3 of these joints. I want to start with like every size and color that you got in these speed cats. Please hook a brother up, right? We're gonna get right in all of these. You know what I'm saying, Joe? What color you fucking with?
I feel like I like red.
Red?
I go red. You know, I go red, and I feel like these are popping.
Yeah.
This red colorway especially.
It just popping something about that, right?
Absolutely. Nice assortment.
Yeah, man, we gotta donate. We wanna donate these, we wanna donate these to the PAL.
I like that.
In Harlem. Yeah, on the side of that Manhattan Ave. So
Love that.
hold on.
That's tough.
How much I owe you? What's the total?
You got 63 pairs, and the total will be 4,866 cents.
Damn.
I like this one.
Yeah, 12 it.
Whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Send the rest to the PAL, please. We gonna donate the rest there. Thank you.
Good, thank you. Thank
Have
you
a
for
good
shopping
one.
with Jimmy Jazz.
All right, take care. Y'all be good. Eye complex. See y'all next time. Like I said, in 10 years. Peace. Harlem. ASAP. Yeah.
I mean, as expected, the boy bought all Adidas. Like, he's good brand, bro. Good brand deal. Him, Adidas. I mean, I keep saying Adidas, bro. Pumas. Him, Pumas, Jimmy Jazz, like, it's all brand deals, bro.
So we talked about everything that just happened. So
Plug. Make sure you get all
I'm
the
about to
plugs.
plug you.
Okay.
I got this. Look, I'm coming for your job.
Uh-oh.
Look, ASAP Rocky here, and I'm
I
here with Joe
appreciate you.
Puma, and we just caught up after 10 years, man. Shout outs to me being the creative director at all the things that I creative direct at, and doing my thing with Puma. You know, them trusting me with my designs and crazy minds and all that. Shout outs to you for catching up with me again after 10 years.
You heard him. 10 years back for the first time. So great to see you. So great to catch up.
Oh, man.
Make sure you check out the new shoes 3 days away. Select Puma retailers and Puma.com. Make sure you go get them. Thanks again.
Fire, chat. Not gonna lie, that's hard. That's hard. He did that. He did that. He did that, chat. I ain't gonna lie, he did that. You should react to my On the Radar episode and post it to your reaction page and collab with On the Radar. That's what's up. That's fire. I'm definitely about to I'm gonna add that to the list of shit I'm gonna do today. Let's get it. I'm here for that, Ev. Yo, join the team if you making requests, my boy. Double tap your screen if you making requests, my boy. We got a request in the chat right now. Jules just asked me to play. Let me look this up. Why am I spelling it out? My fault. My hand is big. Full Circle Boys. Oh, it's Skin by Full Circle Boys. The song is Skin by Full Circle Boys, not It's Skin. That's what she typed. My fault, chat.
Are you tired of your face looking like a face? Well, lucky for you, our scientists here at Full Circle Labs have developed a revolutionary top secret skincare technology called...
Well, I was about to hit skip ad.
all skin, and it's made with only all natural ingredients like. Order now and get 5 bottles for the price of 15.
I feel like you sent me this group before.
Results may vary. Side effects may include extreme hot flashes, sweaty orifices, severe
Nah, that song's tough. Okay. This is so your style though. I like this.
Sorry, can we cut the music? Sorry, so sorry. I'm just feeling really hot and itchy. Is this normal?
This video is creative as hell.
Okay, great. I mean, my vision's just going a little blurry and my whole body's overheating. Like, the back of my neck is super sweaty.
Hey, I love a good drop. That was a request from Jules in the chat. Jules, that was fire. Should I got any other requests? I know Young F just asked for us to play his On the Radar. If y'all know who Young F is, a super dope artist from out here in Brooklyn, New York. Very talented young man. And my nigga, Young F left, but he gonna react to this shit later.
The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Let's see what Brody got.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio freestyles. Yo, Young Av, Ricky Bravo in the building. I'm gonna step out. They both gonna step in. All right, let's go.
tap y'all screen. This shit fire.
We can go and fuck this, baby, let your head down. It's my version of love, so make sure that you hear. You say you gotta work, I pay for the day, come fly on a trip to LA. You say you got a man, I don't give a fuck, that nigga ain't putting in pain. I had to push you on game, I know you a boss, but baby, it ain't the same. She wanna fuck when I'm working, she calling me daddy, I had to get used to the name. Work that, she wanna work that.
Hey, it's hard.
She wanna get jack, work that, she wanna work that body.
Hey.
Baby, come on, eat my word, I ain't stealing you wrong. Why you alone? Let's catch a fire till the sun come up. Gripping the thighs while I'm speeding the ride. I ain't telling no lies, you the one that I want. Take it a shot, let it go, I ain't pop anything that you like, baby, just had it on. I done put you through the work, baby, girl, it's crazy that you said, yeah. You know I'm from the dirt, and I had to relearn how to feel. I'ma lead the way, but I still find ways to let you take the lead too. Wait, working that body, yeah. I think that I got it, baby. I ain't get to show you everything, there's way more in store. I tell you, go quit the job, you don't need that no more. Wait, working that body, babe. I think that I got it, babe. Work that, she wanna work that body. Work that, she wanna get jack body. Work that, she wanna work that body.
Hey.
Body. Work that, she wanna work that body. Work that, she wanna get jack body. Work that, she wanna work that body. Body.
Yo, Ab, that was hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie, yo, that was hard, yo. If y'all watching in the live right now, double tap y'all screen. See double tapping y'all screen. If you on Twitch, say what up in the chat. Announce yourself. Let me know how your day was. Yeah, man, that was hard. Look up Young Ev. YVNGEV. You can see it on your screen right here. Young Ev. It's my guy, man. He was on my last project, No More Broken Hearts. He did a really, really good job on that record that we did. Put My Guard Up. That's like a lot of people's favorite. So yeah, I'm dumb hype about that. Alright guys, so another thing that I dead wanted to watch that I've been dying, chat. I've been dying to watch this since I seen this morning, chat. I was like, what the I thought these would never get together ever again, bro. Drake and Josh just did an interview and they like chatting or whatever. I'm like, bro, I need to see that. We about to watch that, chat. Hold on, chat.
A mother stream premium podcast team, make it your weekly routine. It's a good guys. And if you don't give us 5 stars, what are you nuts? What are you nuts? Yeah, we're the good guys, not the great guys. We're just the good guys. Whoa.
Okay. Drake Bell.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Ben, we're terribly underdressed.
We're terribly underdressed, and Drake, I'd be remiss not to mention that like I grew up as the biggest Drake and Josh fan of all time. Like this is
thank you.
You can ask Josh like from day one, like you are circled number one.
This is crazy, chat.
Oh, that's awesome.
We've been doing this for like 2.5 years.
It's crazy because like I never, like even after all the like Nickelodeon shit or whatever, I always was the craziest fan of Drake and Josh. Like that was like always my show. That show was always fire. Always like that shit was lit, bro. I fuck with that.
And it's I just found out though that the words of the song are "It's gonna take some time to realign." I always thought it was realize.
Well, you know what's interesting is even on the closed captioning, like I've watched the show. I don't know if it was on Netflix or what it was, but I've seen closed captioning get it wrong too. So
unbelievable.
It's a
we
common
all
thing.
got that wrong.
But it doesn't rhyme. Realize the.
Yo, let me know in the chat if you dead. It said it's gonna take some time to realize. I dead said that every time I watch that show. Like every single time.
Doesn't rhyme. If you think so, if you I don't know if that. But.
I don't want to. I don't want to brag, but we too have a theme song, and
we do.
I just want to say the people will be going pretty nuts.
I think I've heard it, and it's pretty cool.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Josh wrote it. Josh wrote it.
Who
from
did it?
scratch.
I did.
You did it?
And Super Chris.
Okay.
Produced it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, the great Super Chris Abraham.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, can you play it? Can I hear it? Can you play it right now?
You can tell they're friends.
We have it. Yes, I have it right here. Wait.
Because that's funny that you said Chris did
Josh
it.
looks good though.
Wait, play it. Because I when I listened to it, I was like,
no, Drake.
Oh, there's
no, Josh.
Okay,
Josh is
that
good.
Makes sense.
I think I'm playing my demo tape for Paul McCartney.
It's so good.
Did you're singing on it?
Yeah, well, Ben and I are both singing on it.
Oh, sick.
The great Ben here.
I'm just saying, Drake, if you ever want to collab, we have some great pipes.
Right when you play it, I'm gonna know. Okay.
We do a little clip before. Here we go. It's coming. We got it.
Yes.
How do we invest?
Classic button.
Small business. Two Jews, both big and tall, no subject too small for the good guys. Among the stream, premium podcast team, make it your weekly routine. It's a good guys. And if you don't give us 5 stars,
Super Chris special.
what do you know?
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, so good. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's so... Has anyone made any references to why does your theme song sound so much like Drake Bell's second album?
Only everyone.
I've never heard his albums.
But it's good. It's that's dope. That's my jam.
It's kind of you to say,
Yeah.
considering like looking around here, you have made one of the iconic theme songs.
Thanks, man.
Does that trip you out? How many people love it?
Okay, cool. So it's weird talking like this, but let's talk about it. Yeah, it's freaking rad. It's such a trip. Like, you know, I travel all over the world, and
it's crazy,
I play that song, and
what song? He does the theme song.
You know, 20,000 people that don't speak English, but they're singing every single lyric to the song. Like
he does the theme song on his tour. That's
we're
kind of
out at some club somewhere or some, you know, and that song comes on, and it like the entire feeling in the bar just instantly changes, and everyone sings every lyric. Everyone starts part. It's like it's.
This is only part 1 to the interview too. Like, you know, they had mad discussions. Like,
it's really crazy. And growing up, being such a fan of iconic TV, you know, classic television, and all, you know.
What's cool is it's a song.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of these things, it's a great 30 to 45 seconds,
Yeah.
but where does it go?
Yeah.
You know, you don't hear the MASH theme and go like, God,
Yeah.
put that on. I can't wait for the bridge.
Yeah, totally.
It's like,
Well, that
okay,
was what was
start the
interesting.
show.
Well, that was what was interesting because when we wrote the theme song, we had only written 30 seconds of it. We'd only written the verse and the chorus, so it had no bridge, had no second verse. And then when we when we knew that it was going to be the theme song for the show, we went back and we're like, well, now we have to put this on the record, and we're like, well, now we have to finish it. And it's a little bit more of a daunting task when you like have a song that people have already accepted, already like, and now you have to add to it. You're like, oh shit! Well, now I'm adding to something people already like.
Am I putting the jacket on the Mona Lisa?
Right? Am I gonna mess up? Like, whereas if you just gave them the finished song, then you know. But now we're like. It was so hard. We were just like, the second verse has to be perfect. I mean, it can't be. We're gonna give it to them. We're gonna be. We love this part, but then all of a sudden, like what?
But it really worked.
But then we just and then it turned out all right.
Did Nick pay you to write that song? Because Josh loves talking about how you guys get no residuals, so I just want to make sure that
Okay, so
if they're playing the theme song, you get some money.
I wrote that song. I mean, it's pennies. You know, it's not like I'm. It's like paying my mortgage or anything.
Next year it'll be almost 20 years since we filmed the show, and I'm not quite sure we've ever sat down and talked.
No.
The way we are now.
No.
And what's amazing is we have Ben and Olivia here who are also, you know, true fans, watch the show, and so please, you know, carte blanche to, you are the voice of the people.
I just like, were you guys very
Talk about Unk though. 20 years is kind of crazy. I remember when the first episode came out.
close when filming the show? Like, walk me through.
You know what?
those
This
years
is
of
so wow. This is gonna be like therapy.
It is.
Because it's so interesting how, I have my perspective and what I had, and especially because like we were going through this like during our adolescence and when we were like changing and learning and all of this, and it's gonna be interesting to see like what my perspective was and what your perspective was and if they align at all.
Josh, you family therapy.
Yeah, I would say there were at times when we hung out a lot and we were close, and then there were times when not for any reason, but just like weren't.
Yeah.
And then I think that there were times when, when you are working with somebody that every day, day in and day out, and you're going through stuff at home or emotional thing, just things that, and then they come out with the person, it's like you take it out on whoever the one next to you, whoever's closest to you and with you the most often, it's like your mom's like, why are you taking this out of me? It's like, well, you're the one that's there, it's like, your sister, your girlfriend, your brother, whatever it is. And I think that we suffered the brunt of that a little bit sometimes, where there were times where it was like, yeah, we might not have been getting along, but I think it's like we were dealing with a lot of shit outside of our relationship for us, like working together.
Or as my mother would say, I'm not here for you to unload. I take on your mishigas. It affects me for days. You're out running around. And I'm here, bleeding. Thanks, Mom. It's called enmeshment. Done a lot of therapy on that. Wait, before we jump into the backstory, I gotta ask first, because this is what the people want to know most.
Yeah.
Are you and Justin Bieber cool? People are asking.
I don't even know. I met him one time. I never.
You guys had a little Twitter beef back in the day?
It wasn't even like with him. I just tweeted like some like stupid like tweet. It was like somebody tweeted a picture of him like AI'd with like makeup on, and it was like, but it looked really good. It like looked really real, and I just kind of like retweeted it. I didn't know about the believers. I wasn't aware. And it was all of a sudden, it was like, kill yourself, die. You're everything you've ever made is trash. Drake and Josh is trash. Like this and that. And I was like, it literally went from waking up one day to being like, Drake and Josh, the greatest show ever. We love it. And then the next day was like, everything you've ever made should burn, and we're gonna make sure it does. It was like the Beatles, like outside, like burning our, like like I said that we were bigger than Jesus or something,
It was crazy.
And I was just like, what? But then, sometimes I can't keep my thumbs to myself, and I'm like,
can't relate.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you know what? Well, but and so I started making fun of like.
It's like the show. Drake, no more. We can't do it. All the way.
I can only imagine, dude. If we are working on a project together ever in the future, like you would literally just be like, every time I have my phone out, you'd be like, Drake. Oh wait, no, I'm not. It's in the contract. It says right here, Drake Bell cannot ever be texting nor tweeting or Xing. Whatever.
Do you hate money?
Yeah.
Do you hate money, Drake? Are you alert?
I ain't gonna lie. Drake should throw away his phone.
Drake to money.
But yeah. So anyway, it wasn't really. I never really had a problem with Justin Bieber. Who cares? He's actually a really great artist.
Well, remember that I remember that you were
Just want to see the comments
like
very quick,
many
chat.
people have had little Twitter beefs.
Yeah.
And then you had an album release party that I was at.
Yes.
At the Grove.
Yes.
And Bieber pulled up.
Oh yeah. And dude,
Downstairs with
Kyle Massey, who's like one of Justin's best friends, has been best friends for years.
I could watch him out of this.
Do you know Kyle and you know Chris, his brother? So I've known Kyle for years. Well, I'm going up the stairs to my birthday, and I didn't invite Kyle. Like Kyle wasn't on, but he runs up to me, at the bottom of the stairs, if you remember where, like the outside where you go up and then you go in.
Okay.
So he runs up to me and he's like, Drake, I gotta talk to you right now. And I was about to go, because remember we played at the album release. And so I was like, oh man, I'm about to go on right now. Like, come upstairs and hang out. Like, I'll talk to you right after I get off stage. And he's like, no, bro, I need to talk to you now. It's really important. And I was like, are you like, what is going, like, you're acting so weird. Like, I'm like, I'll talk to you after.
Yeah.
Well, after his bus rolled up, I was like, oh, Kyle was like, yo, homie, Justin's on his way here right now. Like, I think he was giving me the wanting to give me like the warning. But yeah, then he rolls up and does. I didn't. You know, the thing is the whole time I was doing the thing with the believers and stuff, like that was just me messing around. I didn't think in my mind just.
All right, chat. This is cool, but let's see what else you're talking about.
Ash Gold.
From Drake and from Amanda's show, you know, and I don't know if this is like just because, you know, we've made a lot of bad choices in our lives, or if it's just from trauma, but
they have.
Yeah,
I have a lot of trouble remembering a lot of things, and things come back as people say things, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Like, you know, I was talking to, you remember Jill, my girlfriend Jill?
Ex-girlfriend.
I was talking to her the other day, and you know, she had mentioned something like she had like there's something that I do just for for comfort as an adult, and she mentioned something, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that's why I do like that, like, you know. So sometimes things come back, but what I was saying was from Amanda's show, that was the time when we were hanging out and like going bowling and like staying at each other's places, and you come to my mom's house and I would do that. And then as that big break between Drake and Josh and Amanda's show is when I told my mom what was going on. Mm-hmm. We went to the police, the investigation, all of the stuff that you saw in the documentary. That was when all of that was going on. And then when we shot the pilot, we were in the middle of the investigation, but nobody had known anything because Brian hadn't been arrested.
Right.
So I had to come back from where, like the Amanda show, where the dude was, where the abuse was happening. You know.
Yes.
The worst part about it being that was my having you know, having the monster in your own in your safe place. You know, it's like that's the only place I feel comfortable is when I get to set and hang out with you guys, and we go goof around and put on our masks and wigs and makeup and, you know, make people laugh and slide around and get dirty. Like that's where I feel safe. But it's like it sucks because it's like shit that, like, you know.
Yeah. Nowhere.
My house isn't where I feel safe.
Yeah.
You know, at home. I mean, I did. I mean, I didn't have like abusive parents or anything. You know, I had a difficult, you know, divorced parents, whatever. But still, where I felt most comfortable, where I was the happiest, was when I was on set with you guys. And the worst part was every day I got there, it was the monster was there, you know? And so that was the worst. Mm-hmm. So now there's this whole break. I go to the most insane, just mental breaks and just everything that were the investigation. And it's crazy, you know? And then we do the pilot because he hadn't been arrested when we did the pilot.
And we're like 14.
Yeah, and so now I'm coming back. He hasn't been arrested, and I don't know if you remember, but he came and visited during the pilot, and I got him, and I made sure, and that was an issue, but I still had to play like, hey, cool, whatever, like, you're about to get arrested, bro.
Yeah.
And you don't even know, and he's like walking around set like during the pilot, and so now I haven't really like vocalized this or thought about this really.
Crazy.
When I think talking about a relationship is triggered this like thought. Is like, now I'm entering the Drake and Josh phase where we should be like, bro, like partners. Like, this is our time. Like, let's be in this together. Let's, like, this is just the first step. Like, first it's a show, then we could do this, and been like really like our bonding. But I came back to the same stage, the same parking lot, the same dressing rooms, the same green room, the same makeup rooms, the same. It's like
everything's triggering.
Yeah. So now, and in the back of my head, the whole time I'm working with doing the pilot, I know that there's this investigation happening. I know that this guy's about to get arrested. I know that shit's about to hit the fan, and nobody in here knows it.
Yeah.
And I'm 14 or 15, and I'm like,
the trauma of dealing with that. Like, imagine having your abuser at work with you. Like, they work with you and all that stuff, and like you're already going through the process. You're a kid at that, and you're going through the process of just trying to figure out like what's actually happening with your case and like what's going on with everything, and just having to deal with that. Like, I can't even fathom, bro.
Got this whole production, this whole crew. He shows up one day, strolling on a set, walking around. Everyone's talking, and I'm sitting there going, none of you have any idea what is in process right now and what's about to happen.
And are you furious that here we are surrounded by all these adults, teachers in theory, people that should have been protecting us, protecting you, and that no one did that?
At that time, no. Because at that time, I'm an adult. I'm no. In my
14-year-old.
I want to be not. I'm adult. That was the wrong way to say it. I want to be an adult, right? I want to be seen as an adult. I want to be. I'm an actor. Like, I want to be able to be sitting at the. I don't want to be at the kids' table. Like, just because I'm 14, 15. Like, I'm an actor. I want to be with my peers and my thing. And so you don't really notice it that much, but as you grow into an adult, we're dads now. Yeah. I think it's so illuminating. It's unbelievably illuminating to see like how now it's really confusing.
Yes.
Now it's very confusing.
Well, to your point,
to how there could be that many people around and not do anything. Like, now that we have our kid, I'm like, what? Like,
it's beyond.
It's great. It's just crazy.
We'll talk about how many inappropriate things and just lack of protection there was when there should have been, especially a place that's inviting kids.
Oh yeah.
Yo, you don't feel like sometimes like with these shows, like with these adult shows, like people know, but they just shut up. Like, they don't say anything because it's like job security, not trying to be that person that's like the person that is exposing the person. Like, I don't know what it may be, the thought process behind it, but I definitely feel like somebody knew.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And something I feel bad about is, like you mentioned before, until you sort of shared with me what was happening, I was just looking at it through the prism of a 14-year-old's brain, going like, he doesn't want much to do with me. And thankfully, everyone who did know was galvanizing around you, because God knows you needed the support and deserved every inch of it. I didn't know any of this at 14. And in watching the documentary at 38, as a father, as a grown-up, so much was revealed to me.
Yeah.
And of what you had to go through, I can't even imagine that.
And that was the bummer for me, because if you remember, like when we were on the Amanda show, I think it was your birthday or something, but I was spending the night at your house, and it was like the middle of the night, and we were going to bed, and we were just like kind of like talking back and forth to each other, and I was like, all right, and we were on the Amanda show, like we just started. You had just started, just started on the Amanda show, and we were already talking about like, all right, so when it's our show, what's it gonna be like? And then we were talking about having Bobby Costanza. Oh yeah, like Bobby Costanza could be my dad, and then oh yeah, you could have oh, maybe I like try to book your band like concerts, but I can only get you like to play at like a kid's birthday party, and like literally I remember this like it was yesterday, but we're like literally like,
and I'm like, and I'll be the heartthrob and you'll be the funny chubby one. And you're like, Josh, you're on drugs, and I'm like, not yet.
So, but you know, and that's where I always was, and even when we were working on Amanda and we had that moment, it really hit me when. You know, because when I don't know if you were a fan of Amanda as well, but the Amanda show, when Josh first came on, he was a new player. So Amanda and I already had established characters, so we would be doing a block blister, and Josh would be the one that comes in and goes, hey, this isn't what I rented, and you guys are weird, and blah, blah, blah. And then he would have another character. So our characters were like separated, you know? It'd be me and Amanda, and then he would be the kid that she puts the stuff all over, you know. But we did this Tony Pajamas sketch, and we had to go in and tell her a bedtime story, but we were like basically 14-year-old Danny DeVito. I mean, not Danny DeVito. Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro.
Did you ever see that, Ben?
I haven't seen that sketch. No.
You haven't seen
I haven't seen that one either.
It's pretty good.
Oh man, I wonder. I think they have the bloopers on too. But that was the time we did that sketch, and that was the first time where we were actually working together.
And I'm like his consigliere, so Amanda's like we're babysitting Amanda, and she goes, I want to hear a story, and I go, she wants to hear about a story.
Oh, you want to hear a story?
I used to love Josh's character.
So you got this guy,
so
right?
good.
He's driving his bike, and he falls off, and his kickstand goes right through his leg.
Right through his leg.
Yeah, there was blood and guts everywhere.
Everywhere.
And she's like, yeah, you're talking, and so she's like, and then she's like, I don't like this story.
She don't like the story.
I got ears.
Hey, he's got ears.
So then I smack him in the back of the head.
This is crazy.
Yo, it's crazy how they're so good that like they just jumped right into character like that.